Yes, hello to you all. I was just thinking about something. This is not a good time to be different. How and why? Well, I mean, it's not just about being different, it is about being correct, politically correct, and in touch with the time. Whoever is not either of these two things, he finds himself being an outcast pretty soon, especially if he tries to make some sort of an impact culturally or socially. Yeah, I mean, I've many times been told that instead of getting feedback on my certain topics that I did in my videos, I've been told like stuff like you talk like as if you are sick. You sound sick. You are not dressed properly. Stuff like that. You talk too slowly. But in the end, what does all that matter, really? People tell me. If a guy is not dressed well, if he does not sound, if he doesn't have a pleasant voice, but if he is wise, does it mean that you will not listen to him because you don't like the way he looks or sounds? Isn't that pretty absurd? I would say so. Today you have to like you are under the microscope, man. I mean, if you are out there on social medias, you are under the looking glass constantly. You have to dress well properly, let's put it that way. You have to be, you know, look just, as neat as possible. If something is not right, if something, the smallest thing is off with your whole appearance or the way you talk too fast, you talk too slow, then nobody is going to, listen to you very long. And many people don't even bother watching your video. I mean, if they can see your picture or they click and they start to listen to you talk and they don't like your voice or the speed at which you talk, they just turn off after 10 seconds, right? And that's sad. That's really sad. But I think that the problem is, despite making all these progresses in the 21st century, where people are no longer discriminated against for their sexuality or their race or their political opinions, unless they are really extreme. uh, we have still managed to come here where people measure you, like they judge you according to your appearance. Actually, actually they do. So what has happened? It has gone the other way, like in reverse, backwards. Everything has gone backwards now. And why? Because it's a very shallow time. It's a very shallow society now. Extremely shallow. And why is that? You might ask. Why? Well, I'm not even gonna talk about this whole thing with woke and all that stuff. No, I don't wanna ruin another video doing that. But why have we become so shallow or superficial? I would say that whole thing pretty much has to do with things like TikTok, Snapchat, and stuff like that becoming very popular, and even Instagram, which came like long ago, like 10 years or more, I think. Yeah, at least 10 years. I know I heard about it the first time anyway, 2013, so I don't know when it really came, but probably just before that. And this is just not a good example of, I mean, it's not a good indicator to where things are going, where this development is going, right? Um, so it's all about now, I hate that it's become like that. Everybody puts out these very short video clips, like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, sometimes even less. And that's huge now, like everywhere. While nobody will listen or watch or listen and watch a video that lasts like 10 minutes or more, especially longer, or even 7, 8 minutes. So, yeah, but I just don't care about, catering for such people. I don't think I ever did, fortunately. So I will not change that ever in my videos. They will stay the length they need to be. So yeah, I mean, I think this is just a time where everything is over analyzed, over saturated, to use that word, over everything, over emphasized, over, dramatized. And yeah, it's like suddenly, like, it's wrong to say, like, tomato is a vegetable. No, it's not. It's a fruit, like, Well, why isn't it sweet then if it's a fruit? That's how I think. I think many normal people, rational people think like strawberries are not fruit. They are, I don't know what they are now. They are qualified as. And all that stuff, really, it's maybe small things, but it really annoys me, that whole correctness. No, not just political, but let's call it scientific correctness that's going on. Now it's very like you gotta be very careful not to make any mistakes with that, so otherwise you will be condemned, So yeah, this is not really a time that I think that it is good for somebody like me to be you know, a content creator. Yeah, especially not on a big platform, a social platform. So this is why now we have gone backwards actually, and now so many things that before were not considered, politically incorrect are considered that today. So yeah, it's just way it is, and it will not. I don't think it will change in near future anyway. Yeah, but the thing is, it's just amazing how superficial everything is becoming. I mean, like 20 years ago, you couldn't see a news, you know, a news clip where everything was about how hot this model looked or this actress or singer looked while wearing this and that dress, on that occasion. So now everything is about that, of course. It's so big now. I mean, so once again, it's just the superficial shallowness that's coming to fore. It is the time where aesthetics are more valued than what's in your mind, right? Or art, even art and intelligence. So it's a very sad time, I think. and very hard for a free thinker to really like blossom, because everybody is gonna jump on top of you and no, you can't say that you're wrong, you are this, you are that. So, yeah, my advice to everybody who's trying to change this trend, this society is, don't bother. You will not succeed. So, thank you for listening. That was all. Bye.